Lots of frizz.
Gonna sit back here.
It's out of control.
Steve's in there having done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's that way.
Getting this-
Kristin. Oh, really? Yeah, now it's gone.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
They heard you.
Yeah. Ken likes this. Get rid of it. What? Yeah. You're looking a little shaggy there compared to how you normally look.
It's starting to look a little weedy.
I was going to call you a hippie.
Yeah. Isn't that funny when you look at it from behind, it's like, damn.
Where'd that hole come from?
How'd you do, Chase? Did you get an animal? Really?
Hey, you got the same thing I got. Twins.
3 years in a row, I was doing
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kate, make sure these guys don't say anything.
It happens.
I wish I could say I had 3 years.
Hey, I've had 3 years in a row where I didn't get nothing.
Yeah, I have had that. I think it's about 4 or 5 now.
Chase,
Okay, we ready?
looking like his weed is getting away from.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock and it's time on our schedule for our weekly business meeting. If you'll stand with me, John, you going to open us in prayer, please? Thank you.
Father, we're thankful that on a dark and dreary day, the light of your love and warmth is present in our midst. Thank you, Father, for being a privilege to live in this beautiful community and county, for our faithful public servants. Thank you for these commissioners and all those who will be giving input today and the matters to be decided. Thank you, Lord, for your wisdom and guidance is available. Our hearts and minds to it. I want to pray for clarity of thought and speech, unity of heart and mind. Decisions that are made here today will definitely benefit this community and will ultimately honor you. Praise for it in your son's name.
Amen. Thank you. Follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Steve, get started.
All righty, Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the order of agenda as presented.
You know, second it?
Okay, we have a motion to second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Public comment. Anybody sign up? Anybody wish to speak?
No, I thought that was just a sign.
Okay, now you gotta say something.
No, buddy.
Now you gotta talk.
Tell us a story or something.
Seeing none,
Did
we'll
he call
move
me on
along.
in?
We'll move along to the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question, comment, Doug? I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
Here it is. EMS, 6,840 for the life packs from Stryker, and then 17,636.80 from Stryker for the AEDs. Those are the boom. Sheriff, this is IT stuff, so we can't give you names, but there's an annual lease of 8,640 and an annual service contract of 26,378.22.
Man, am I good? Thanks.
Yeah, you've got us trained well.
Well asked, Doug. Well asked.
Okay, you've trained us to be ready. Okay, any other question or comment on this issue? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes. Moving along, let's go down to fair. Darcy. Morning, Darcy.
Darcy Smith with Fairgrounds for the record. All righty. Been a while. All righty, before you guys this morning, you have a lease agreement between Bonner County and the Sandpoint Community Center Corporation. It's a mouthful. This is for the use of the parcel that is adjacent to the fairgrounds. For the record, parcel number RPS 38350010020A. In years past, we were actually approached by the Sandpoint Community Center Corporation. They have been wanting to build an ice arena for public use. They weren't able to locate any property. After many meetings between the Fair Board and this group, we feel that this particular parcel will be a great fit. It will have zero impact on the budget of the fairgrounds and the county. And 100% of the building costs will come from the Sandpoint Community Center Corporation. They will not be able to pull a mortgage on this parcel. And if at any point in the future that this corporation were to no longer exist, the property and everything inside the building would revert to the county property.
Okay. And I've been kind of spearheading this, so I'll give some additional information. Yeah, one of the focuses here was that this group has been, I think for 20 years, been trying to find a place to put up an ice rink. And one of the problems with them being able to fundraise was that they never actually had property. And if you've ever built a home on land, the bank won't lend you any money either if you don't actually own the land. So this opportunity came up, and we've been able to work a very lucrative deal that'll actually benefit the fairgrounds. Fairgrounds will have use of the building when they're not using it for ice. And there's also going to be a little stipend on each one of the tickets that'll go to support the fairground to hopefully make them more financially independent. So,
and the property that this parcel is on, it's adjacent to the fairgrounds. It's a piece of land that we are not currently utilizing. It's where the old armory used to sit. It's directly behind the sheriff's office, next to the juvenile detention center, and shares the lawn for the fairgrounds. So it will not impact the fairgrounds operations.
okay. Thanks, Darcy.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the attached lease agreement between Bonner County and Sandpoint Community Center Corporation for the construction and use of an ice arena on parcel number RPS 38350010020A, and allow the chairman to sign the contract.
And I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? Doug?
Doug Patterson for the record. Which direction is this on fairground property? Is it to the west or north or?
It's technically the
South.
south.
You know where the juvenile detention center is? On the very south end of that property, it'll be right next to that. We did a GIS layout with the footprint to see how it would fit, and there's a perfect spot. for
When
it.
you drive in past the playground, you're driving in on that road.
Okay, yep.
When you're just about to turn by the horse barns, you look right, it's the farthest parcel that will butt up next to the juvenile.
Okay, so it's kind of
Left.
Yeah, you look
Left.
Sorry.
The other right, yeah.
the other
I'm
end.
just making sure they're paying
one of those
attention.
rights. Doug never looks left. So
Okay, so back in the days when they used to have, before they used it for a parking lot, used to have the rides, the fair.
Never had.
Yeah, we never had rides back there. They were always right behind where the park
Right.
is.
But it's so it'd be to the west of where
Yeah,
those rides were.
it's to the south, it's to the
South.
west and south. So you basically, there's that left-hand kind of a bootleg.
Directly
turn.
behind the sheriff's fenced in
Yeah,
area.
you know where the
Oh,
army was
yeah,
gonna go?
Yeah, I know where that
Originally,
is.
the National Guard Army was gonna go in there, and then they pulled it out. So it's in that basic area. So,
Thank you.
sure. Mayor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Mayor Shelby Ronstadt for the record. That's on. I just want to commend you for leading this effort, Mr. Chairman, and I'm pleased to see that the commissioners support this. As I'm sure you all know, Sandpoint residents have long sought for, as you mentioned, an ice arena here in town. So it's been identified as a high priority in our Parks and Rec Master Plan that we completed recently, and as well as a 2017 study we did before the Lighthouse YMCA was established. So it's been a long time need in our community, and I think it's going to be great for our residents to give some recreational opportunities indoor through the long winters here, and affordably so. So that's all great, and I'm here to say that I want to do whatever I can to support it on behalf of the city. There will need to be some zoning amendment there to accommodate that facility. And I'm happy to facilitate that change. And hopefully we can help be a funding partner in this project as well. If hopefully the local option tax will pass here on November 2nd, and we would have a funding mechanism to be able to contribute to the project. So thank you for moving this project forward.
And to kind of give you a broader look at it too, one of the things I took into account was that a lot of these towns that have ice rinks, there's these hockey tournaments take place, and you'll have 900 people show up into a town for a hockey tournament, which means that'll help our hotels, our businesses here. It's something for the kids to do during the winter. We've got Schweitzers behind this as well. They're all on board. I mean, we've got a good group of folks that are really happy to see this thing finally moving forward. And I think a lot of the thanks goes to the group that has been trying to push this for, like I said, 20 plus years. Rob, how long have you guys been
Who
working
just
on this?
actually walked through the door?
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we kind of got together 20 years ago. We had a big push in 2006, and we all got these raised kids for 10 years. Kind of kept our fingers in the pot, but
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, so I'm glad to finally see this thing. We had to get the right language together for the MOU, but we've got a good solid MOU, and I think we're good to go here. So any other question or comment?
Yeah, I like the MOU. It's you guys did a good job. I
And
read
it
through it. It seems
Has
like
been
it's
reviewed and approved by legal.
definitely covers all the. Yes, I know. I asked the question.
It gives a great opportunity for guys like me to meet another orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah, there you go.
I won't be skating, but
There's a viewing area.
Jeff, you might
That's
be interested in
based on
doing
my
some ice
previous
dancing or
ice
something.
yeah, there you go. Ice dancing.
Yeah, ice
New
dancing.
career.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
commissionership.
Any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thanks, Darks.
Deal.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Rob. Okay, let's go on to the next item, public defender.
Thanks, Mayor. Miss Susie.
Susie Jensen, Public Defenders. Today I've got in front of you the conflict contract for Kristin Pearson. That's labeled as the first level contract, basically because we are splitting Linda Payne's first level contract, and Kristin Pearson will be handling the second level misdemeanor juvenile post-conviction and CPA cases. This should not affect the budget. The money would be paid out regardless. It's just going to a different attorney at this point.
Okay, thanks.
Sounds like a conflict.
Mr. Chairman, I move the county approve the conflict contract for first level Kristin Pearson.
I would second that.
Okay, we have a motion to second. Any question or comment? Just like we did some of these last week as well. So, okay, seeing none, all those in favor, do you have a comment, question? You want to know the rates? Yeah. I didn't know if you didn't know the rates or not. So. Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Okay, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Right.
Aye, motion passes. Thanks, Susie.
Thank you.
Let's move along to emergency management. Bob? Morning.
Before you have State Homeland Security grant It's an annual grant that we receive every year. It's a 100% grant with no match. This year it's in the amount of $62,718.24. And this grant typically gets issued to public safety through training exercise and purchase of communications equipment for Bonner County.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
All right, Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I make a motion that Bonner County accept the Idaho Office of Emergency Management 2021 State Homeland Security Grant Award 21SHSP017 in the amount of $62,718.24 and allow the chairman to sign.
And I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion to second. Any question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Go ahead, Bob.
The next item is a resolution that authorizes the Director of Emergency Management to manage, prepare, sign, and submit state homeland security grant reports to the Idaho Office of Emergency Management. And it's regarding the same grant you just approved.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Chairman, based on the information provided, I move to approve Resolution 2021-101, authorizing the Director of Emergency Management as a grant administrator to prepare, sign, and submit quarterly reports for the 2021 State Homeland Security Grant Program, number 21SHSP017, in the amount of $62,718.24.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion to second. Any question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Right.
Okay, motion passes. That's okay.
Yeah, I kind of.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Didn't you have the third one?
I have a third one?
Yeah.
Hazardous fuels.
Contract for hazardous fuels treatment.
There you go.
The attached contract is between Bonner County and Armed Reach Land Management to provide project work for treatment and removal of hazardous wildland fuels at locations in compliance with the specifications of the bonfire program. This contract's been reviewed and approved by legal.
Okay.
All right, based on the information before us, I move to approve and sign the contract for hazardous fuels treatment between Bonner County and Orange Reach Land Management for project work on the bonfire program funded by an Idaho Department of Lands grant with no county match.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion to second. Any question or comment?
Are they gonna have fire
Routine,
without a
but go ahead,
match?
Maureen. Can you go to the mic? Maureen, can you go to the mic and identify yourself?
Maureen Patterson for the record.
You can tip that down if you'd like.
Maureen Patterson for the record. Just wondered what the dates were for the hazardous fuels treat. You know, you can bring yours in. Is that what this is connected with?
So we go through, we treat private landowners' land, we create fuel breaks on their property, make them more defensible against wildfire.
Oh,
So we
okay.
have ongoing grants every year, several grants a year.
Okay.
And this is a contractor that would bid on those jobs to do the work once we've identified the projects.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Bob, does this?
Can you identify yourself for the record?
Mike Rosedale, Bonner County Clerk.
I know it's your first name.
Oh, man. So is there any language in this making this subject to any executive order compliance or anything? We had another issue on that or possible issue on that. Are there in getting this grant, are we binding ourselves to any executive order?
None of the hazardous fuel treatment grants have that language in there that I've seen.
Perfect. Thanks.
This is funneled to the state also.
Okay.
To state.
Any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Bob. Okay, let's go to weeds. Chase.
Commissioners,
Morning, Chase.
Chase Youngdahl, Weeds Manager for the record. So before you this morning, I have a housekeeping resolution seeking approval to destroy herbicide application records from 2017 and state cost share grant records from 2015, as they have both surpassed their minimum retention period. And the codes that support the retention periods are detailed out in the resolution.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve Resolution 2021-102, authorizing the destruction of herbicide application records and cost share grant records as requested.
I would second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? Simple records retention. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thanks, Chase. I notice we don't have anybody tuned in on Zoom. It's weird. Oh, let's go to Road and Bridge. Jason.
I wonder if it's up.
You've been missing.
Road and Bridge,
forever.
Jason, for the record. So this is for unanticipated funds. Bonner County entered into an agreement with Burlington Northern Santa Fe on the Heath Lake crossing closure. This agreement was for 2 payments for a total combined of $256,207.93, thus to be split into 2 payments. One of $128,103.97 that Bonner County received in fiscal 21. The second payment of $128,103.96 was received on October 19th, fiscal 22. These payments were to offset cost of Road and Bridge, and Road and Bridge would like to add this final payment, $128,103.96 unanticipated revenue to our B budget. We are proposing to increase Bonner County's B budget 002-8490 plant asphalt mix by $128,103.96. Road and Bridge requests the commissioners authorize the clerk to open the fiscal 22 budget and add unanticipated revenue to Road and Bridge's B budget for a total increase of $128,103.96. Please reference the attached amendment resolution.
Okay.
All right, I move to approve resolution 2021-103, authorizing the clerk to open the Road and Bridge FY 2022 budget and add unanticipated revenues to the Bonner County Road and Bridges B budget as detailed in the resolution.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? Okay, seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Great, thanks, Jason.
With a capital I.
Last but not least, we have the BOCC. Are you gonna do it?
Yes, she
Oh,
is.
this is awesome.
Look at
Here we
her
go.
Would you clear this up?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Any
Make it-
chance, any
make it
opportunity
very
we have to
clear
put Claire
so
and
we
Jesse on the
understand.
spot, we take full advantage of that. Go ahead.
So Claire May for the record with the Commissioner's Office. Today, the request is to approve a proclamation declaring October 24th through the 30th, 2021 Respiratory Care Week. The American Association of Respiratory Care celebrates Respiratory Care Week annually. This week-long celebration serves to educate the public about the varied roles and responsibilities of respiratory therapists and to raise awareness of the significant contribution made by respiratory therapists across our healthcare system. This was requested by Jamie Martinez, who is a respiratory therapist herself in Bonner County and surrounding areas.
Okay, thanks, Claire.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the Bonner County proclamation declaring October 24th to the 30th of 2021 as Respiratory Care Week.
I would second that. Dr. Ron, we compliment you on what you do and on the rest of your colleagues. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion in a second. Does that mean if we only recognize them this week, we don't care about them the other 51 weeks?
That's
of the
not
year?
what that
Okay, I
means.
just want to make sure.
Thanks for
Wanna make sure
clarifying that.
We're sending the right
Yeah.
message here. Okay. Any question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. And with that, it is 9:20 and we will go ahead and recess this meeting and come back in 5 minutes